Yes! Namaste! Namaste, Big Cat! Oh, where's my ears? Now I'm ready to read you the way we're going. Where's that to Limitless, darling dear? The rise of the Big Cat. Cat, if you can feel me. All of these electronical devices and none of them is the one that I need at my fingertips. The devil is a liar. Giving me all these buttons to push and things to pull along. It's a lot. But fortunately, I have that strength and tenacity. Let's dive in, Big Cats. Let's dive in. Who's here with me? Hey, Luna W. Taurus Chorus. Glad you can't even talk. There's a karmic amongst us. We know you're here. And you are locked and bound in whatever skullduggery you have been putting up against the Big Cat. Yes, baby. So be it moat. Let's push on, darling dears. And hope they piss off with their bad energy. Good morning, Tiger Feathers. Fist bump. Glad you could pop in. 5:30 in the AM in the US. It's a 10:21 for me. And you know I love the 10:21. The 10 talks about change and transformation, ending of cycles. And the 21 is the world card for the bottom feeders, lurking, right, in the pet cemetery, which is in the region, right, of the mud hut at 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue, darling dears. Watching everything you got going on. I fucking all you gots going on. You're this and you're that, darling dears. Let them watch. Someone must clap. Better them than you. I always tell you, Big Cat. If you choose to learn, no one can stop you. If you choose not to learn, no one can stop you. So choose wisely. Right, let's dive into the planetary energies. Okay. Neptune. Thank God. Neptune is releasing us today, Big Cat. It has gone direct. It has been what? Retrograde, right? In Pisces, the house of confusion, cognitive dissonance, spell working, karma, all of the above. Religions, it was all in there. Since the 25th of June, your imagination, right, was kidnapped. Yes! Your imagination went wild and kidnapped your logic. Fortunately, you've got it back now. Expect secrets to be exposed in ways that are going to shock you to your core, darling dear. These bottom feeders are so unruly. They've got no kind of training. But be prepared for this shock. It's going to rock you to your core, darling dears, from the least expected direction. Right. It's time, right? It's time to be figuring out how to make your dreams come into fruition, darling dear. Because you've been planning in quiet, but what's that? Is that glitter on me? Has the fairies been through already? Anyhow, let's push on. Tell you, sometimes my attention span is like a 6-month-old. I'm just bubbling with so much intel. As I was saying, right? We are now what? We are now awakening from a dream, darling dear. And realize it. I do realize it can be scary. Realizing you've got all of this power at your fingertips. That you are overflowing with divine guidance. That you've got a whole team, and you didn't even realize it's rich white lady season in the spiritual world. Your ancestral team is there for you to call. Somebody sent me a message to ask, how do you call your ancestral team? They're next to your blood. They are attentive. The same way I'm speaking to you, you speak to them. They're there to assist, sent by Father, Godmother, Isis. They chose you, Big Cat. This is your time to rise. You have to remember, we are preparing for the grand conjunction between Saturn and Jupiter, right? All whilst Uranus is still in retrograde until the 22nd of January 2022, right? Uranus is telling you sudden changes afoot, darling dear. Us as a collective, we have it within us to be of one mind on the 21st of the 12th, 2021 at 12:12 a.m. and 12:12 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, right? To shift the global consciousness into one of community. I've told you already, the proximity of these two planets have not been for 400 years. The Mayans knew this. The Aboriginals know this. The great yogis of times gone by and now know this. Astronomers, astrologers know this. And I know this, so I'm telling you, I tell you, I give you the usher every time you come here. I don't just come to tell all of their business. Well, I do. But I also come to teach you guys. To teach you. Because when I was in my DNS, I had no one but Father God. And that was the best companion I could have ever had. So like I said, if you choose not to learn, no one can stop you. But if you choose to learn, no one can stop you. Big cat, know this. I had to put my back into it. Right, I wanted to drop something else on you again. We want to talk about the mirrors. Somebody sent me an email about the mirrors. Why do I keep telling you to clean your mirrors? The mirrors see everything. Mirrors are portals, darling dears. Have you ever done any mirror magic where you sat and stared into it? I did. And it was scary, bogary blood. It started to shift and I saw the face of another female. Good God, I got away from that mirror. And then I went back and I continued to go back because that's where I do my meditation, darling dear. I look into the windows of my own soul. As I was saying, mirrors are portals, darling dears. Things can be sent to you through mirrors. Yes, they can. This is why I tell you to clean them. If you're lazy with the cleaning, get yourself black obsidian crystal. And I would caution you to ever buy a second-hand mirror. Don't let nobody give you any mirrors from their homes, because mirrors are also what? They are like, how can I put it? It's like, they're like vessels that hold emotions. All mirrors are connected, big cat. They're connected. Whether you believe me or not, they are connected. They record everything. Have you ever cried in front of the mirror? Those emotions were held. Were you never happy and you looked into the mirror? Those emotions were held. Some of us was beaten in front of a mirror. Those energies were held. This is why I tell you always, clean your mirrors, darling dears. Get your black obsidian crystals. It's very important. And you make sure those crystals keep cleansed. We've got the sunlight, the new moons. You can bury them in the garden, take them to the sea, run them under flowing water. They contain energies. Make sure you clear the energies often from your crystals. It's very important. They absorb the negativities, the black obsidian. It does. And it transmutes it. And it's also a protective shield. Right. Are we going to push on? Yes. Also, what I wanted to say about this transit of Neptune now going direct, darling dears, in Pisces. And listen, now leave Pisces alone. Listen. It's also a time for what? For you to recommit, right? Shore up your britches on your religious or spiritual practices, your beliefs, darling dear. Go with what you believe of said practice. You'll feel it in your solar plexus. Your body is the best Geiger counter. Right. Let's get my whip back where it needs to be, in front of everything. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, guys. Take a deep breath. Breathe the energy into the read. Oh, yes. I've got to mention these people. They sent me messages in the night to go in the Big Cat Chronicles. Jacora Knight, Khalifa Ellaby, Jamea Bell, and Queen Lady Gangster. My condolences to Queen Lady Gangster, who lost her daughter, Rochelle. They had her homegoing ceremony. I believe it was the 16th of November. This is why I tell you guys, you don't focus on the messenger, darling dear. Get the message. Get the message. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection as we go into this melee, as we become limitless beings. Energy's up. Let's dive right in, darling dears. See what's going on. What's the matter with these cards? They don't want to release each other. They're all up on each other. What's the matter? Give me one. Thank you. We're going to go with the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Namaste, divine energy. Listen, that karmic is still here. Allow my tongue, blood. This is not Mercury retrograde. And as much as you try to trip me up, somebody here is a doubting Thomas. Leave, please. Leave. Don't come back. You're weird. Tiger Feathers, Keshi Washington, Richard Hogue, I see you. Because what did I say? I can't make it up, Big Cat. We've got purpose and we've got one job. This is our assignment, to join together as one mind. In gratitude, at the Grand Conjunction. See you there. This is a time for you to what? Come into the light, Carol Ann. Don't be ashamed or scared to show your gifts, your creativities, darling dear. Be you. Be unique and unapologetic about it. Healers are about to unite. Watch us shift this consciousness of this Malkuth, darling dears. Light workers, star seeds, are thought to be what? The red-headed stepchild. We're called crazy, but yet we know what's going on. Imagine that. And we are able to what? Fly above the storm, as the eagle cat you are. Leave those that want to be with the breadcrumbs scrabbling on the floor, waiting for someone to tell them what to do for the rest of their life, as they live on a hamster wheel. I think not, Scotty. I think not. Base of the deck, grounding, darling dear. Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's trying to peep out at the back? Things are going to be written in stone, darling dear. Your ethos. Get your lists together. The gratitude list, the first one, for what you have been gifted, right? The second one is for the unseen. The evil and the wicked to be unmasked and chained. We have the power, darling dears. I keep telling you this. Don't make me jump off my chair. A time for you to know what's what and who's who. And be prepared for the shocks that come out. Because you're still a stripper cat. They're still trying to hang on to your energies, darling dear. The same ones that will never cheer for you, right? They're watching in the background, right? IF in everything you've got going on. Sputnik is their name. Ecopraxic is their game. Oh, we have a 3, and you know how I love a 3. And guess what came out in the upright? Look down. Why are you looking up? You can't see what's going on. Attention, guys. You really want me to... Listen, I've warned you, right? I will come through with this. I'm not afraid to use it. Not. right? As I was saying, the first rune we have is Uras, darling dear. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Boundaries and rules, as well as what? Divine guidance. Yes, baby. Uras is represented by the letters V, and U, it speaks about your will, as well as your independence, as well as what? Your untamed potentials. You're limitless. You are an unsought, right? Well, right, of light and love and infinite possibilities. You need to know this to your core. The numbers 20, 21, 22, and 23 are represented by Uras. The Hierophant is my God card in Tarot, darling dears. This also speaks about forgiveness. You guys, I'm telling you, don't go into the Grand Conjunction with pain in your heart, bitterness. Because Jupiter is right behind Saturn to give it to you, right, without the Vaseline. Be prepared, Mother Angel. Grand Rising, that 60s chick. Glad you could pop in. What else? When you read runes, you read them from right to left. What's this? We have what? Ewa. This is what? Death. Transformation time, darling dears. I can't make it up. This is a new beginning. This is where you let go of one beginning in order for the better, the best, right? The best that was long in coming to come through. Let go of one beginning in order for a new beginning to begin. This also speaks about what being raised up in your community, darling dears. They're going to see, right, you on that high pedestal. Why? Because their energies can't affect you. And no matter what they do, they can keep on knocking, but they can't get in. The perimeter is what's spiritually secured. Ewa is represented by the numbers 52, 53, 54. It also speaks about loyalty, darling dear. You've been loyal. You've understood the assignment. This is why change is coming, and this is why we are going to use what? Harmony and teamwork. We are the wild card, darling dears. We are. Our energies are very important. What is going to happen when we put our energies together? Watch and see, big cat. Miracles are afoot. Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. This is why we shower up and we move in silence. Proverbs 18:16. Why? A fool's mouth always invites a beating, darling dear. A beating. I've told you many times, learn to validate yourself. You don't need praise from anyone for any achievement you've made on this Malkuth. Validate yourself. Represented by the letter E. So we have a what? U, V, and E. The final one, we have Isa. On its face, darling dears, represented by the numbers 36, 37, 38, and 39. This is the hermit. This is somebody who's stuck. This is the codependent at your coattails, darling dear, trying to draw you back into that web where you are what? Confused of eye and crusty of lip and your flip-flop. Your common sense is sure. For sure. Askew. Not fabulous, gorgeous, or lovely. This is the confusing, darling dear. This also speaks about what? The hermit is father time. Did you not know that? This talks about somebody who wasted your time or wasted the time they was allowed to be in your presence. Oh well. What do I always say for that? Love and light. Hey, hey! Two of these and one of those, darling dears. For 100%. This also speaks about what? There's somebody around you who's about to betray you, darling dear. Or they've been betraying you, but they're going to be exposed, I told you. right? It's going to shock you to your core, the lengths, or should I say the depths, to the pit, right? This simpleton sunk. This dickhead, right, slashed the tires of the spiritual short bus, thinking it would hold you up when you wasn't even there. You're a cat, blood. You can what? Get around. You've got 9 lives. Know this. This is also reminding you, right? This is not a time for you to be slack in your spiritual teachings, your religious practices. You have to be vigilant, darling dear. Vigilant. Leaning on your what? Inner strength for understanding, darling dear. You are about to be gravely misunderstood by the codependent. Thank God. I hope they misunderstand you at 600 feet, blood, and stay outside the perimeter. Easter Island, Stevie Wonder. As I was saying, mirrors are used for so many things. People use it for divination, darling dears. It's very important, I tell you in all seriousness, to clean your mirrors or go for your obsidian black crystals and keep them near your mirrors. They say it's bad feng shui to have a mirror facing the bed. Well, guess what? My mirror faces the bed. What do I have over my bed? Obsidian crystal. I would show it to you, but Big Cat doesn't listen. I've already told you, now I'm showering up, blood. You made me talk too much. The domino and the tableau. I can't make it up, darling dear. The magician and the high priestess, you've got those bad-ass alchemist ways. The high priestess comes with secrets, knowing thyself, sitting between the 2 pillars of Boaz and Jashin. For what? Completion and the beginning. The magician speaks about time, things speeding up, things moving in a hurry, darling dear. Traveling from one plane to another. Ascension is on the tableau and it's afoot. The one also speaks about what? Evaluate everything. Documents, people, right? Past situation. Evaluate it. Toe tag them bitches. Toe tag what needs to be toe tagged. And as young Jeezy says, you're going to have to ziplock some and straight drop others. Evaluate everything. Ask your own self questions, darling dear. Hard questions. You need to know everything. Know thyself from the inside out. Feel it in your solar plexus. Look in the mirror and ask yourself these questions. This is why, you see the thing about mirrors, right? You see that especially if you're on a weight journey and you're working on yourself and you get on those scales and the dial has not moved. Some scales are forged in the pits of hell, right? To keep you in what? Otherworth, right? But if you go to the mirror, you'll see the changes in your body because the mirror reflects back truth. Right. The energy of the 2, darling dears, speaks about what? Adventure as well as a gift-giving time. You are going to be what? Complimented, told you're fabulous, gorgeous and lovely. It also speaks about what? Those from the bottom of the pit, darling dear. We already saw Canaz on its face. The codependent. They want to come and jump on your bandwagon, right? With all that tea bagging, right? And salad tossing energies. I think not, Scotty. I think not. No. The energy of the 3, darling dear, speaks about conflict. They want hockey sticks at dawn. This is about what? Want it with lean, darling dear. They want you in a full spiritual Nelson, right? Your face to the ground. Conflict, darling dear. Sending you bad energies. Clean your mirrors. Very important that when we step into the 21st of December 2021, we are of one mind. some tarot on the tableau. See what else is going on in them streets. Because I'm telling you, the wicked, there is no rest for the wicked. Especially when it comes to you, big cat. Things have been written down about you, big cat. Send in your ancestral team to erase that shit. The wicked, somebody you definitely don't speak to. You don't parlay with them. Look what's on its face, the magician. Good golly and gosh. Right? Trying to send you a bit of confusion. Oh, they want you on a knife edge, Jay. They want you confused in your cranium, eh? What's this? Black pocketers? Buddy, have you got a dime? Oh, they can't come through the troubles, mate. They wants to drop a load on you, mate. They've been trying it. In the background, the nosebleed section, I might add. These bottom feeders. No, we can't say someone. Ask your ancestral team to get the memo to their ancestral team to let them know that in the spirit world, it's rich white lady season. It's popping off as it turns up for the big cat, right? Two of Swords. Past energy, you had to cut certain things out. You had to sit back and you thought to yourself, I don't like being fucked over. No, it's not lovely. I didn't find it fabulous. It created confusion. This is about you having to bring blind justice. In the after tarot deck, you see someone sitting down and two people fighting with swords in front of them. It could have been in a third party situation. You realize if somebody had two people to choose from, they must minus the big cat. Oh, most definitely. You had to make a choice, a decision, one that was not easy. This choice created a lot of confusion within yourself. You had to go to depths where you had to find strength where you didn't know where to be strong. Because you had a lot of bad vibes around you. Bad things were said to you, darling dear. The Page of Wands comes in with news, right? This was news of F shit. This is a lot of negative words, a lot of negative actions. Could have been fighting. Could even possibly be an STD. Some of you had to cut off a progeny in the past because of their attitude, right? It was from the pit. The pit. The pit. What's the present energy around the big cat? Hey, Jessica, courage. Courage. Epiphany Proudfoot, glad you could pop in. Alexis Holmes, I see you. Fist bump, wagwan. Present energy around you. We've got the King of Wands next to Father God. I'm going to read it as it is, right? The King of Wands is somebody who is in command of themselves. You're looking good, darling. They're sexy, fabulous, and gorgeous. This is about you planning, plotting, and strategizing. The King of Wands is taking action on their religious practices or setting up boundaries, darling dear. This talks about quick, smart, and in a hurry, getting yourself together. You're also you have the ability, some of you have the ability to charm crowds. You have the gift of oration, spiritual oration. This is about, I'm going to go back to the screen. I can't leave them pentacles alone. This is a sign for some of you to realize that you have the gift of the gab, darling dear. You give out spiritual healing. Get online. There's $2.3 trillion on the tableau. Enough for all the cats out there. What does the Skrilla bring? It brings choice. Choice. And in the modern world, the free world, it's right up there. This Pentacles is right up there with air and water. This is about somebody moving quickly towards their spiritual practices, erecting boundaries. This is about having faith. The size of a mustard. You've seen how small a mustard. That seed is so tiny. Yes, faith, darling dear. But never forget, faith without works is dead. This is about you putting your back into it, darling dear. Working, being focused, being spiritually guided. The King of Wands is highly intuitive. Pay attention, right, to the feeling in your solar plexus. Your body is your Geiger counter. Divine wants you to work at your what? Spiritual armor, Ephesians 6:13. Your boundaries, darling dear. Again, Taurus energy. The King of Wands rolls up with fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, base of the deck. Divine wants you to think clearly, darling dear. And in the Nine of Swords on its face, it also in the reverse, this is anxiety, depression, dark spells, magic, malicious words, evil intent, right? Eggshell walking, right? This is what pitchy patchy hairline season. But this way, no weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. This is about you being of clear and sound mind, darling dear. The Swords also speaks about the knowledge. What did I tell you about the knowledge? The knowledge is the power. And what's power? Power is power, blood. Thank you, Mother. Who's that? Mother Angel? Let me get you in the Big Cat Chronicles. Nobody's forgotten whether you met. Listen, when those messages came in last night, I was minding my own business. Yes, I was in my bed sleeping. Listen, you can't be minding your business more when you're asleep. Hey! The list is growing, darling dear. Right. Let's carry on with the read, darling dear. Thinking clearly, right? No cognitive dissonance. No hopium here. We kicked that shit over and crushed it under our flip-flop when we decided to what? Be amongst the rise of the big cat. This is about you thinking clearly, darling dear. Making sure that any situation that is going to block you from your blessings, the blessing blocking of it all, right? That you don't allow it. Understand, right? Your opponent. That is law 33 of the 48 laws of power. 33, the same age as Jesus and Bob Marley. Understand your opponent. It's very easy to sit back and observe, and then you have a plethora, right, of red flags to get you what? Focus, man. Because I'm telling you, they will take you down and not be sorry. They won't be sorry. I know. Shocking, isn't it? As I sip my mocha, because I ain't getting smoke blood. I've got things to be a-doing. Sorry about that. I've got to cut my fan on. Cut your fan on. Can somebody turn the AC up? Because it's getting hot in here. Thinking clearly, big cat. And as I said, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is also a sign for you to stop getting caught up in what was. Father God wants you to take action towards what is to be. Limitless, darling dear. Pay attention to the signs. You've got things to lose, right? They don't. They, them, and the nosebleed sectioners. Base of the deck. The Queen of Wands. This is also what? A divine union. Somebody's about to be blessed around the Grand Conjunction. Fortunately for you, Mercury is no longer in retrograde until 2022. Thank God. Right? It's going to be a situation where it's going to be based on spirituality. Could go to long term, right? This could also speak about what? A new business partnership, because the Wands is about your work ethic, darling dear. Somebody putting their back into it. And what job does the Wands speak about? Trying to remember my shit, right? Wands is about outdoor. It's aggressive occupations like the military, sports, a lawyer, or a surgeon, something like that. Yes? Yes. It's also somebody who has a spiritual practice. Like I said, I'm not going too deep into that. The point of the fact, somebody is going into union around the Grand Conjunction, and it will bring what? The sudden change as predicted by Uranus. Business partnership is also afoot, darling dears. Energy outside the big cat. Is that Skrilla? Oh, thank God. I thought it was going to be some F shit again. Because those bottom feeders have been bleeding into the reed, guys. And it's been getting on my flipping last week. Every day, blood. We've got what? The Knight of Pentacles, right? We've got the Hangman, as well as the Two of Wands, darling dear. It speaks about what? What's been coming towards you, right? Because you've shown true loyalty, right? You've taken the time to what? Care for your mental health. Your mental health is your wealth. You see things from a different perspective. The only thing that you are imprisoned and focused on is just Skrilla, right? Building your kingdom. This is about you having to turn your back on those toxic temporary situations. Situations that brought you nowhere. That had you at what? Scuppered.com, right? You was floating in the wind, arse up in the air, for it to be kicked on a regular. Well, whatever happened in the past is the past, darling dear. It's what? For intel only, not a place to land in and live. This is about you having the whole world in your hands, moving forward, not allowing temporary situations to get you stuck. You are no longer sacrificing yourself, right, to situations that are not furthering your greatness. This is about you what? Leading. With your third eye, blood. We already saw the magician and the high priestess. How much more spiritual energy do you need to understand? Your intuition is your Geiger counter. Pay attention. Love it. No F shit outside you. Thank God. Thank you. Base of... Oh! Listen, I thought we was out of the woods. Here we come again with the backstabbing page. Listen, I told you how I feel about pages. Puh! Yes, baby. The spire. Whoa! Straight from the bottomless pit, right, of 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. 2 streets over from Loser Lane in the village of the damned. This person is bound, spiritually bound. They're spying, lying, upset. They don't like the fact that you've got what? This carp DM energy around you. You're seizing the day. You're no longer tied to addictive behaviors. Addictive what? Cycles. You're not repeating negative cycles and they don't know why you don't want to come out to play. Are you kidding me, blood? This is Chucky. No, it's not Chucky. It's Pennywise son or daughter, Prakala or Prakalisha. Spying and lying. Malicious and twisted, guys. Always showing up. I thought we was out of the woods. I was about to say 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and look what happens. Capricorn energy as well as air energy, guys. They're spying on your security and your stability. Trying to what? I fuck. Your 1111 fade. 1111 is a major, highly spiritual number, darling dears. It speaks about what? Leveling up spiritually and on this Malkuth. This speaks about what? Tribe coming together for mutual benefit. Can I be any more obvious? That I'm going to go straight back into the Grand Conjunction. Baby. This is when we're going to get them. We're going to chuck it to them. We are going to bend our knee in gratitude and harness the same said energies. That's big. That's taught division, right? Hate, right? Murder, and all them other fuckeries, blood. It's been what? Nothing but point A and point B, guys. Watch us as the big cat clear the field, darling dear. Watch us turn the conscious mind. As I said, whomsoever this is spying and lying, right? Suddenly got very cold in here. I know the fan was on, but listen. Didn't pick on the big cat. The last person that picked on me, it was the last thing that brother did. I told you what happened. I was minding my own business in the store. I went in there to go and buy my son a coat. Oh, you want to see? Let me show you. O'Shea? O'Shea? Put that coat on. I just got you. Come on, model it for the cat, because I'm trying to tell him what happened. I told you what happened when I went into the store. The brother was following me, right? I didn't go in there in a striped jersey. I wasn't wearing what? A mask. not across my eyes, right? And I did not have a bag that said swag over my back. No, I didn't. He was following me around the store, not knowing that I was the what? Red light, green light champion in primary school. Nobody could sneak up on the big cat. I read him the riot act. It felt like that film Limitless. You see when the man's super conscious mind walks into him. And it was like, here come the cat. I gave it to him. This is the coat. Look at this shit. He tried to stop it, but God didn't want me to carry it up. Show them properly. Put the hood up. Get it up. Right? This is what the man didn't want me to buy for my son. Turn around. Bend down. So they can see the detail of this shit. He tried to stop me. I consulted him quietly. Here came the cat. I told you we're humble, but if they take you, give to them. Give to them. Chuck it to them. Thank you, son. Yes, like I said, the addictive backstabbing page, right? He's spaying. I'm going to give you my energy, right? My energy of the red light, green light champion. That they don't sneak up on your big cat. I told you, Scotty, they're trying to come for you on every level. Let me tell you something. Father God didn't not want me to carry that package that day because I decided to go for a walk. It ended up being 10 miles, right? He didn't want me to carry the package home. He wanted a driver to come in a fast van and deliver it to my domicile so that I could cover my one son in it. How dare they? That guy would be scared when he sees another cat like me, profiled me. Me? Listen, don't let them take you for no fool. And when you have to curse them, if they've brought you to that level, make sure you don't use any profanity. Make sure you speak in plain English or whatever language is your mother tongue. No swearing. You want them to understand everything you are delivering to them. Projection personified. Anyhow, let's get back to the read. I keep slipping off on it silly. Sometimes my mind could be off. It's off like a 6-month-old, right? I've got so much to tell you. Anyhow, like I was saying, I've given you the energy, right? And the strength from the red light, green light champion. Let none of these bottom feeders, right, with their STDs of the mind, body, and soul, right, because they are cursed, right, with Brock Pocketers. The bad lucky ones, the spires, right, with all their negative energies and addictions. Guess what, big cat? They're addicted to you, blood. I know. Get thee behind me, Satan. What's wrong with you? Good God, I've got to cut my friend back on again. They tried to deny my one son that lovely, gorgeous coat. That man, that security guard. Anybody he catches again, even if he catches a glimpse of someone he thinks is the big cat, he might go worried. I was so mad. I said to him, I left the store, I did. They refused to sell it to me, right? And I said, good. God didn't want me to carry it home. And I left the store and I was still mad. I came back 10 minutes later and I threw up my camera. And I made like I took a picture. I said, you don't know who you're fucking with. I did use one profanity the second time I went round. I did. And then I walked nearly all the way home. That's how that got 10 miles out of me. Let me tell you something. I've got thighs of steel. My calves are like this. They stand to attention. Got me on the balls of my feet. Me, the red light, green light champion. Those things, yes, I did learn it in primary school and I haven't done it for over 40 years, but you never forget things. It's like riding a bike. You don't forget. And then I had lots of siblings. They love to jump out on people and frighten people. You had to know how to get on the balls of your feet. Otherwise you'd have what? They'd frighten you and make your hair turn white. Listen. Don't follow me, yeah? I wasn't in a stripy jersey. I did not have on a mask. with the eyes cut out, and I did not have a bag on my back that said swag, and I was not crouched over and sneaking. What's the matter with them? I projected everything back. Yes. Hold on, I've got to sit under the fan and calm myself down. Oh, Jesus. Hold on a minute. Jesus. Listen, you're calm. You are a calm cat. You know why? Because you're protecting them from you. It's not the other way around, darling dear. Them can't do your damn thing. No weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. Listen, I shouldn't have thought about the code, but you know how it is. The devil is a liar. All this calmness, and then I see the devil energy, and it reminded me of that security guard. Let me tell you something. He ruled. He hated the day that he turned up for work and picked on the red light, green light champion. Right, let's finish this read. Can we finish it? Or are we so off tangent and target that we just need to what? Say fist bump and say see you in the morning. Guys, I've got no one to what? Check me, boo. Baby, I think I'm gonna slide off on this high note. Do we need to carry on with this? Where's my deck of the wicked? What's the matter with them? Always got time for the big cat, and the big cat couldn't give a good toss. Right, where's the deck of the wicked? Look, this is a change. It's coming out quietly. Is it saying it doesn't want to tell me or anything because it's going to spit them all out? We'll see. That man better be nervous, blood. He better be nervous. Oh, look what fell out, darling. This pain, and they're upset about your progress. They want to put you in a spiritual stronghold, right? Full of STDs, guys. It's about your progress. Look what's behind it. They envy your everything. They're what? They're taking note. I told you, full on echopraxic. Hating on your Lazarus, your bounce back. Guess what they wanted, big cat? They wanted the doctors to be calling you 45 minutes in the A&E. Yes. Hating that you did a Lazarus. If Jesus could do it, why can't you? I mean, come on. Right? You were sleeping with the enemy. And guess what, big cat? Slander is afoot. Hey! Listen, they're trying to bring down your progress, right? Amongst the simpletons and the feeble-minded. Good God, they may... I'm not even going to say anything. What else? Big Cat Chronicles continues. As we get a blank rune, we get a blank card. This talks about divine timing in and destiny stepping in, the fates, darling there. Nothing like what? A bit of what? Spiritual court to sort people out. Whatever they're trying to cast at you at this moment in time, it's being blocked. Your spiritual team would be working for the NFL if they didn't choose, right, to go to God and come back to support you. They'd be there. Whatever they're trying, darling dear, no weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper. Bottom feeder. Right? What did I say? I can't make it up. Your ancestors. Them too. What? Plastic surgery didn't solve their issues. Whoever that's for, it didn't work for you, darling. That BBL was the wrong move, blood. You should have spent that money on what? A psychiatrist. Whomsoever that's for. Right. Let's get a final outcome because this has been a journal. It's been a journal. Fist bump. Can you feel me? Atia, McCarthy, give me a cat. Can you understand? That motherfucker. Yes, baby, I've got to say motherfucker. I usually say motherfo, but that man was a motherfucker. Came a cropper when the big cat turned up. You ain't following me, I told you. I'm the red light, green light champion, blood. Of Monson Primary School. Yes. Hey! Follow me. What's this trying to fall off my deck? I didn't love it. Didn't fancy it. He's not attracted to anything that I've got going on anymore. He's run for the hills. Possibly beating himself about the head. Let's get back with the read. Let's get the final out. He didn't like it. It was toxic. And when I get mad, I tell you off in the Queen's English, right? My English version of Jamaican patois, right? Yes. I gave him the full bilingual. Right? What's this? Bad energy. I told you things are about to be unmasked. Moon energy. I told you. Something is about to be, what a secret is about to be exposed that is going to shock you to your core, darling dears. This is Pisces as well as Cancer energy, right? We also got another page. Listen, my edges, blood, my edges. Another page coming through with a cup of opium, right? To give you what? Cognitive dissonance. Somebody wants to come through, right, with an apology before the grand conjunction. Big cat, you better beware. Right? They see in you as wish fulfillment. This person has had you on their mind. You've possibly been thinking about them and trying to what? Immerse yourself in what? Clear quartz crystals, darling dear. This person can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, they're attracting to your shit, mate. They want you to be vulnerable. Now they see your loyalty from the nosebleed section. They better carry on seeing it from the section. Because if they keep looking, right, they're going to look deep enough, right, to see very clearly you go into union with your true divinely guided partner. And if that don't put them at hockey sticks of dawn in their cranium, I don't know what will. Serves you right for Spain. Sorry, I had to laugh though, because that man really thought he could pull one on the red light, green light champion. I'm telling you. Listen. What's going to be revealed? Come on, we want to know what's going to be revealed. Something about temperance, right? Somebody's money, a money situation, right? Where they're pretending to be strong, yeah. Their money, then Skrilla is bad. Oh. We're also going to be hearing about somebody about a pregnancy. It could be a loss of a pregnancy. My condolences if it's a miscarriage. But it could also speak about an abortion, right? Something that someone's not happy about, right? Guess who it's by? The Knight of Cups. This big flipping liar. This person like to come through and give what? Cognitive dissonance, right? This is somebody that will take you off your flip-flop for a one-night stand and drop off a soul tie and keep you confused, right, of eye and crusty of lip. This person will have you barking at passing cars and take you away in shackles straight to the what? The padded room to get a fensic, right? You better be strong. Yes, you care for others, but don't care for this one. No. You better what? Continue to buckle up your shoes. Your shoes, right? And buckle up your boots and get back to your roots. Yes, baby. Your emotional happiness. You already left that situation to find your ninth cup, right? Look what's behind that. I told you, they would love to come back and F up whatever you've got going on. Don't share in no one else's karma. You've had enough issues already. And you realize now, if they could do that to Jesus, who was you in the grand scheme of things? They're still lying and spying and would love to come back through. And this also reminds you to what? Don't get confused in your cranium, darling dear. Self-sabotage. It's not good for you. Right? Why? Because you're the high priestess, darling dear. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. You've already gone within. You've got purpose. You have your birth. Look, is that your birth natal chart on your lap? You've got your guide, darling dear. Your guidebook on how to do and be and live your best life. Don't allow this energy back and don't be confused in your cranium about it. This is the season of cognitive dissonance, when sudden change is upon us. Right. Let's get some more. Who do we go to? Go to the wellness deck first. pardon me. That was a spiritual belt because I speaks the truth roof. Pinky's up. What's going on here? Oh, the self-indulgent, right? They're going to pretend that they don't think about just themselves. This person is in other worth because in the upright it's self-worth, right? They haven't done their shadow work. Good God, we don't even want to go any further into that, right? They come with attachments, right? All to stop you in your tracks. Law 10 of the 48 laws of power. Somebody wants a date. What kind of date is this? Is it a date with what? The chloroform and a duct tape? I don't know. Let's see. What kind of a date is this? Right? It speaks about what? A meeting of someone new. Right? It's also saying dating. Somebody needs to get back out there. You need to go back out there, darling dears. I know you're ambivert just like me, but we've got to go out. Other than to what? Go to the beach, the bank, right? We've got to go to other places. I know. The beach, the bank, and the gym. I don't even go to the gym anymore. I bought my own. I've got my treadmill. I've got my bike, right? I've got Sean T. I've got my kettlebells. I've got my common sense. I've got my yoga videos, right? And that yoga Karen kind of put me off. I got fed up of taking the piss out of her coming with my trackie. She didn't want me to wear my trackie to yoga. I killed her with it. I always made sure that I was at the class, front of the class, and I got tired of it because I realized she's a morsel. Morsel? What about this date? It doesn't want to come from this date. Kipper, ye old Kipper, what is this date? Is it the date of the Grand Conjunction? It could mean that everything is a metaphor. During the reads, darling dears. What is this date? I'm last shuffle if it's not from this deck. Ending of a cycle, darling dear, in order for a new one to begin, darling dear. Somebody's also what? About to get the date with the Grim Reaper. We already saw somebody's about to what? Either they've lost a pregnancy or they deliberately had it what? Jettisoned from them. Somebody's about to lose their job, mate. Not even the dog wants to stay with them. Woofy wants to go to Battersea Dogs Homes because it's going to get wicked round there. Somebody's also crying about you. They're getting the message, especially from their spiritual team, right? This false person, this person that speaks with... Look, that's what the man made it seem. He profiled me like I had on a mask like this with the eyes cut out. Imagine that. Anyway, again, I go off tangent. This false person is about to watch you be blessed, darling dear. This liar with their gingivitis mouth. Watch you be secure and boss up on bitches left, right, and center. You've got things to lose, big cat. Know your worth, understand the game, and never forget, you are professor of the puzzle. And when God says, yes, what was shut will be opened. What is asked for will be given, gifted unto thee. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to Teesprings, where I have a plethora of paraphernalia that will surely titillate your fancies, right? Or take the hop, skip, and jump to the Patreon, where you will have access to all the extended reads. If you'd like a personal read, please email me at frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com. The price list, the pricings are in the description box below. You have to make payments in advance, as well as send us, listen, Karmic, I'm not a stutterer or stammerer. Allow me. Right, now let's get back to our tete-a-tete, right? As I was saying, the Karmic refused to leave. And I can't even whisper because they're still listening, blood. This is a public arena. What can I do, big cat? As I was saying, payments must be made in advance. Send a screenshot, darling dears. Payments can be made to via PayPal to frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com, or you can cash at me at 555 Big Cat. Yes, baby. I saw it. I saw me. I go on. Because I'm telling you, it's proper tricky out there, and we've got a purpose, and we have what? we've got something that we need to come together as one cat and shift the consciousness. It's time. The rise of the big cat. And as I always say, don't get smoked, especially by a simpleton, a bottom feeder with algae in their fur. Oh, hell no. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat. Yes. Rock with me as we what? March towards that infinite, limitless possibilities. Fist bump. Namaste.